Happy New Year, everyone. This is a moment of hope with Micah James. I am so glad that you are here with us. I can't believe it's 2021 already. It has just been a wild and crazy journey since we started these conversations. We started these conversations in June of 2020. And since June of 2020, we have done over 21 conversations. We have done conversations about the homelessness issue in Oklahoma County. We have done conversations about poverty. We have done conversations about our community collaborative partners, that we do this amazing work of helping those who are at risk of homelessness here in our community. And I can't believe that we are still here, both because COVID is still happening and you all are still here with us. Thousands of you are still listening and engaging with us, and I am so grateful. So happy New Year to you. And I am so excited to start what I'm calling season 2 of A Moment of Hope with Upward Transitions. And we are ready to begin another great conversation series around these important topics of community collaboration, of emergency assistance, of empowerment, and most importantly, of hope. We are here to talk about hope because Upward Transitions is in the business of hope. What we have found is when we work with this intentional case management model, when we wrap around our clients, they come out the other side and they are telling us that they are more hopeful. And we are going to be here and we are going to tell those stories with you this year. And so I can't wait to share some of those stories with you in 2021. We have some amazing conversation partners coming up in the new year. And, we are going to do that and we're going to be here with you. Since June of 2020, we've had lots of conversations. In October, we created a podcast out of this conversation. So, if you wanted to go back and catch this and take it with you on your New Year's resolution of running or walking, you can go get that on Spotify or Amazon Music or wherever you do that. And so hundreds of you are listening to these conversations on our podcast, and I'm so grateful. But really, COVID put our mission at the front, on the front lines of emergency assistance. And so I just want to take just a minute to show you just a brief overview of what 2020 looks like for us. And we did this just a little bit of pictures and whatever. And this is by no means the entirety of what 2020 looked like for us, but I'm just going to show you just a little bit of 2020 in review. Hang on. We are so glad to still be here. I will tell you that over the last 6 months, Upward Transitions has helped more people than we have in the previous 12 months. Between COVID and the Oklahoma ice storm, Upward Transitions has touched more lives than we ever have before. And we are so grateful to continue our almost 100-year mission of being here and being ready to step in and support those who need it most. Did we think that we would, be where we are today because of COVID and because of the ice storm? No, we did not. Did we think January 2020 that this year would hold what it did? No way. But because we were flexible, because we were ready, because we said yes and we never closed our doors, we were able to respond and serve our clients. And so I am so excited for the year to come. I know that our case managers are working as hard and harder than ever to serve those who need it most. Now, I will tell you that there's lots of news these days about the eviction crisis and about how COVID is impacting those who need rent and utility help. And it's a conversation that we're having around our offices too. So I would tell you to educate yourself. And those are conversations that we're going to continue to have around upward transitions. And those are the conversations that we're going to have as a part of a moment of hope in 2021. So stay connected, stay engaged, ask questions. If there's a topic that you want to learn about, if there's a topic that you would love to hear about as a part of these conversations in 2021, I encourage you to leave it in the comments. But we're just really excited to continue these conversations into the new year. We are proud of the work that we're doing. We're glad that we're called upon by our community to do this work. I will say that during the holidays, I get to hear lots of stories firsthand from our case managers of not only of paying rent and utilities, but the stories and the cards that they've received from their clients about families being able to stay in homes during Christmas, and moms and dads being able to provide Christmas for their families when they weren't sure that they were going to be able to do that before. And that's the peace and security that Upward Transitions is really striving to provide. That's the hope that Upward Transitions is really working for, because we know those adverse childhood experiences can impact lives forever. And so that's what we're going to talk about in 2021. We're going to talk about how we can work together to support the families of Oklahoma County, how we can, hopefully turn off the faucet of evictions, and how we can support these families who are most at risk, not only because of COVID, but because of the economic fallout that has happened because of this. There is a light at the end of the tunnel. We see it, but it's gonna take a few months before COVID is not a conversation that is on the tip of our tongues. And even after COVID is gone, eviction will still be an issue. So I hope that you will hang in there with us, and I look forward to having more of these conversations in 2021. Thanks for being with us, and I can't wait to have some more of these conversations. If you are interested in supporting the mission and purpose of Upward Transitions, if generosity is part of your New Year's resolution, I encourage you to go to upwardtransitions.org and make a donation. Those contributions will benefit the mission and purpose of the work that we do today. Again, I can't wait to have more of these conversations, and we will see you next week. Our guest next week is from the YWCA, one of our community partners, and we will talk about our partnership and their work with domestic violence. I hope everybody is having a wonderful and safe and healthy new year. And until next week, I hope you find a little bit of hope, and Happy New Year.